Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. My name is HDTGeorge, and we are out here on the trail getting our 3 miles in today. As we have changed to, now I'm taking you with me at the end of the walk, maybe where I can slow down and concentrate, speak a little more eloquently into the camera. So we've reached the point on the channel where we're making decent videos. Now the content in those videos is still not quite up to where I want it to be, but that is because the past 3 weeks have been a massive barrage of experiments with camera settings and film settings and editing techniques, and teaching myself all the different things that I need to know to be able to get this onto here, out onto the computer, and then up onto the internet. We have now reached the point where I think that we can, at least with some semblance of confidence, say that we are making videos that appear good enough and sound good enough that they're not going to drive anybody away. So now comes the next step, which is increasing the quality of the content inside of these videos. And I don't mean the shooting and the audio and things like that. I mean the actual things that I say and the things that I'm talking about. Thinking about this got me to thinking that I haven't actually told you folks what it is that we plan to do here, or where it is we plan to go. So as for the mission statement about what it is that I'm actually doing here, my idea was to start this channel as an average gamer, to show other average gamers that there is a world out there for us in end-game content. I don't believe that things such as raiding trials in Destiny 2 or playing inside of competitive playlists and things like Halo, I don't think they should be shut off to us. But then again, I think about gaming a little differently. Whereas most people are worried about their KD, I'm worried about how much fun I'm having, because let's face it, you only get one trip around. Now, I'm not going to say that other content creators aren't having fun. I'm sure it probably is fun playing at the level that they do and doing the things they do, but there is a world inside each and every online video game populated by players at my skill level with lifestyles that maybe keep them from being able to log in and play for 14-15 hours a day. So my idea was to start a channel from a guy that is at the same skill level as your average player, but I maybe have a little bit more playtime, so I can go out and investigate things and let you know whether it's worth your time. There's also an aspect of this channel that I want to be about feedback. Bungie has stated that they are listening, and so I'm taking them on their word at it. And I hope to start making long-form videos that I can put up on the channel, speaking about the game, the condition of the game, the way things are going. That's going to have to be something different than these vlogs. These vlogs were started as a way for me to just simply talk about the channel, things coming up on the channel, the workings behind the channel, the gear that I'm using, so that it was much more of a hang out with me and see the things that I have done, so that when and if you decide to do this, you can come along too. And I've already done the research, and I'm telling you what I found. A little information never hurts. So if all of that rambling is a little unclear, we will try to TLDR it right here. I want this channel to be a channel of entertainment and a little bit of information for the average workaday gamer. Don't know if I can say it any better than that. So here's what I think that we're going to end up doing for anybody watching and planning on hanging around. First, we're going to start doing long form videos. I don't know how many I can pound out a week. I'm going to shoot at 2 right now, which means I'll probably get 1, but hopefully I can get 2 out by next week, see how it goes. I'd like to think that 3 once every other day on that kind of video with that kind of attention that it's going to take to making them. But we'll see. But if I'm going to be putting that stuff in long form, then this is going to become an actual vlog, which is the thing that I intended for it to be in the first place, where I just come and say hello and how are things going, and this is what's happening on the channel, and hey, I spent all weekend designing t-shirts and stuff like that. If I can keep myself to the schedule of 1 a day of these, and if I can start putting out at least 2 a week of the long form videos, we can see a lot of growth here on the channel. This kind of video that I'm doing right now has a specific audience The other kind of video has another kind of audience, taking into consideration the ideas that I have about travel when things die down a little more, and food and cooking, all that stuff, music. It's all been a huge part of my life. I'm going to figure out how to incorporate all that stuff. You're going to see me tinkering with the content in the videos probably over the next week. I hope by the end of next week I'll be able to have a firm idea of what it takes to do the things that I want to do. As I spoke about in the video yesterday, it's one thing to know where you want to go, but you have to deal with the steps in front of you. So what I'm doing is, this is me correcting course and bringing it back around to where I want it to be. So just to let you know, there is going to be a change to the format here. There will be a different format for the other videos altogether. Built a little studio in the house. I'm excited for you guys to see it. If any of you have watched any of the audio twabs that I put up, you will have seen the backdrop that I built. Lots of nerd stuff. Science fiction novel covers and comic book covers and album covers and my 2 old basses and pictures of the band, things like that. But in the actual behind-the-scenes gaming part of the channel, this weekend is going to be the second run of the Halo flight for the one that I got in. They gave us a second weekend. I'll be doing that all day Friday and probably half the day Saturday evening. I'm finally going to get to go hang out with my homie Wes. We're going to chill, and I'm going to take a little time for myself to decompress and look back on this, pick his brain about the videos and content and stuff like that. He is my lifelong collaborator. That's about all I've got planned for right now. It's about all I want to talk about. Again, just to TLDR the whole thing, there's going to be a little changing going on with some videos. Expect different kind of content, new content. I'm going to alter the way that I do this video. I'm going to have to pretty much alter my entire life to start getting this thing done earlier. It'll be a little more vlog-tastic, but we'll deal with all of that. As it is, I'll see y'all tomorrow for the Friday video. We are reaching the end of these initial stages of the channel where we're floundering around looking for content, looking for ideas. We're about to see how far we can push this thing. Again, thank you for coming by. If you would, please, down below me here, like, subscribe. I'm on that run for 30. I need 30 subs. Give me them subs. If you haven't checked it out yet, we do have merch over at HDTGeorge.redbubble.com. Also over at my Patreon at HDTGeorge. I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta get back and play some games. You guys have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much for coming by, and as always, fight the status quo.